Alrighty, welcome back to Nobody's Beauty Guru. What I need you to do is go ahead and grab yourself a drink, a snack, a glass of wine, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. I don't care, whatever makes you happy, but it's gonna be a long one. This is my eyeshadow palette collection. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with drugstore / drugstore priced. Let's start off with some of my smaller drugstore eyeshadow palettes. First up, we'll talk about the only one that I haven't depotted from my Wet n Wild collection. This is an 8-pan. This is the Petal Pusher. The pigmentation on these is phenomenal. I'm not swatching them. You guys have seen these swatched 1,000 bajillion times, but it's gorgeous. I love it. I don't use it enough because purples, but I love it. Then we have the City Colors Barely Exposed palette, which was like a knockoff, very similar to Urban Decay Naked palettes. Can you see the similarities? I use the heck out of this. I do have some pan on some of these. These do swatch pretty well. I'm going to swatch some of these for you because I don't think enough people know about these, and they are so affordable. I think you do have to get them on their website. I don't know if you can buy these in store anywhere. I think that they work really, really nicely on the lids. The pigmentation on these are really good. The formula is really good. They blend well. They stay nicely. I do use a primer with these. Sorry, I'm just grabbing a wipe. But I really like them. The palettes are super affordable. So if you don't want to pay out for an Urban Decay palette, grab yourself one of these. They're awesome. Then I have the e.l.f. palettes. I have a couple of these and I haven't used these once. Not once. This is the Nude Rose Gold palette. Gorgeous shades. Some of these are matte. Some of these are shimmer. They're really, really pretty. I also have the Mad for Matte palette. Again, these have not even been swatched, but I've heard nothing but great things about them. I also have the Wet n Wild Studio eyeshadow palette. Now this I think I heard some mixed reviews on, but again, I've never used it, so I can't really tell you. And I feel like sometimes swatches, especially finger swatches on the hand and not brushes and not on the eyes and blending, don't really give you the truest representation, so I'm not going to swatch it just to swatch it if I haven't used it to tell you about it, because I don't think that that's a true enough representation. So the City Colors one I've at least used so I could swatch it. Then I have the NYX Wanderlust palette, which is my February palette. Spoiler alert, there's pan. That's from 3 times using it. Unfortunately, the pigmentation on that as the darkest shade that I work into my crease and my outer V, it's not fantastic, so I have to really build it up. So I hit pan on that pretty quickly. However, I really do like these. I love this rose gold. It's what's all over my lid today. I do like the way they blend. I like the way they stay. I think they're really, really good for the price point, and again, super affordable. Now we're getting to ones that you have to order online, but I believe you can find this one at Ulta. This is the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics 14 eyeshadow and highlighter palette. Oh man, I did not include these in my highlighter collection. Son of a highlighters, guys. I have so many. Anyway, these are gorgeous. So we do have some mattes. We have some shimmers. This is like a rosy tone down here, some bronzy tones. These are gorgeous. You can find tutorials and swatches of these all over the internet. Carly Bible is adorable. She's so pretty. It's ridiculous, like ridiculous, ridiculous. But these are really nice. I will swatch a couple for you really quick. I picked this up from BH Cosmetics website. They run sales all the time. They're already ridiculously affordable. I think this was only $12 regularly priced, and then I got it on sale, I think maybe for $8. So honestly, not bad. These are eyeshadows up here, and then this is one of the highlighters. This one is a matte color. And I think that she did the mattes really well. The mattes in this are really nice. I think you can buy it at Ulta, but it's probably going to end up being full priced. Go to their website. You guys can always get deals. There's always sales there. So that's worth checking out for sure. Then I have 2 giant Morphe palettes that I got from Haute Look, so discount it. But this is the 35OS, so the 35O that everybody went bananas about, this is the shimmer. So these are all shimmery. And then the 35W, which is the 35 Warm. So I'll show you both of these. I've only done a couple looks with these, but I do like the quality. This is the 35 Warm, although a couple of these are kind of cooler. Like you've got some grays and some pinks over here that I think are cooler, that I definitely won't gravitate towards. But a lot of these warm shades up here, this row of nudes down here, there's some very, very pretty colors in this that I do like. This is a collection of mattes and shimmers.
Okay, seriously though? Open. Like, not even funny. Joke time's over. Nobody has time for this.
And that is what that looks like. Like, how gorgeous are these colors? I want to bathe in them. You guys know warms are my thing. They are so pretty. They definitely are, again, all shimmery, so you need a companion palette of like mattes, but otherwise these are gorgeous. But here's some swatches. We've got an orange, a champagne, a bronze, a burnt red almost. They're so gorgeous and they're so soft, and that's like a pass, no primer. Just, they're gorgeous. They're really, really pretty. I need to use them more. So real quick, let's count up my drugstore affordable palettes, and then I'm going to clean these up. 9 affordable drugstore products. And then let's get into some more high-end. I am counting an indie brand in here, and I am counting the Balm and Pure because they're a little bit pricier. So we'll start off with this. This is just a Pure Minerals that I don't know the name of because it doesn't say it on the back. But this is what it looks like. It's got a navy. This is a navy over there. And then some rose gold. Really do like this one. It's a very pretty palette. I think this is probably going to make one of my 1 month 1 palette palettes because I do like that one. And then I have my Kat Von D. This is the Sinner palette. This one I think I'm going to be decluttering. I love it. My sister gave this to me for Christmas one year, but it is a lot of glitter, not just shimmer metallic, but glittery colors. Very smoky, very cool toned, and that's just not my thing. So I will actually be decluttering that right now. And then I have the Tarte Poppy Picnic palette. I picked this one up on Haute Look as well. This has a blush in it, which I did not count in my blush collection because I'm horrible, guys. These are all mattes. So this one is more cool tone. These are more warm, right? These are more cool. These are more warm. But they're very, very pretty. The blush in here is really gorgeous as well. I don't think I've used that since I got it, so that might make one of my palette ones as well. Then I have the Lorac Stylist palette. This was a gift as well. I used the heck out of this for a while. This green down here, this purple, some of these champagne-y shades. I don't really go for this silver. The black I didn't really, need that much, but it does have some very nice colors, so I liked that. Then my really beat up Steal It in the Light palette, which I used as my Pan That palette last year. That has seen so much love and some better days, but oh my gosh, guys, this was so much fun to use. So I still have some Kitten in there, some Bubbly, Sunset, Bliss, some colors that I really, really do love. So I'm going to continue to use this till it's gone because I love it. Then I have my Lorac Pro, which you guys have seen. This was my palette for January. I have panned on 5 of those shades, and you guys know what this one looks like, but I do love that. I have another one that's going to make a 1 palette 1 month, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. For those of you who have not seen that, that is what that looks like. It is beautiful. So you've got Deep Purple, Isla, Pink Champagne, and Hot Chocolate. The rest are pretty standard matte shades, nothing too exciting, but the colors in here that really stand out and make for like pops of color are really, really pretty. Sherbet's really nice for a crease color as well. I just really enjoyed this palette, so I'm going to really have fun using that when I do a 1 month on that. Then I have my Cargo Cosmetics. This is the Venice Eyes palette. There is still a liner and a brush in here. That is what it looks like. These are all shimmery. There's really no mattes. Gorgeous fall shades, nice rich gem tones, jewel tones. Very, very pretty. So there's some swatchy swatches of the purple is Carnival, Murano is next, Lagoon, and then Gold. Like if that doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. Guys, hopefully the angle hasn't changed too much, but my battery needed some time to cool off because it was just getting too excited about all these palettes. So let's continue. I don't have many left. I only have 5 left to get through. So let's start with an indie brand that I actually really love, and that is Lunatic Cosmetics Lab. They are super cool. Can you check out this coffin packaging? Like, how awesome is that? The Supernatural eyeshadow palette, but I changed out one color. I think I changed out this color, whatever this one is. So these are all original to the palette, and then I changed out this one and made my own. So I added that in there for like a pop of like awesome purple. These are so pretty, and I don't use them enough. Like, I'll be the first person to tell you that I'm guilty of not using these, and I really want to start because they are so, so pretty. That is a couple of the colors there. Could you imagine like sheared out if you were fair as a contour color? Oh, I love it. Even the packaging up around here is so neat. I really, really like that one. Need to use it more. That might end up in one of my 1 palettes too. Then I have my Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. This one is just gorgeous. Smells like peaches. I don't own any of the chocolate bar palettes. This is the only Too Faced palette that I own, and I love it. I know it's got a lot of neutrals, not that much peach, but I prefer the smell of peaches over chocolate, and I was just more drawn to these colors than I was any of the chocolate bars, so this is what I went for. And I don't regret it because it's amazing. Then I have the Balm Voyage. So this is obviously by the Balm. And up here we have, I'm gonna hold it upside down. Up here we've got some eyeshadows, some bronzers, highlighters, blushes. I didn't include that highlighter in my highlighter count either. I am slacking. But I did include these in my blushes. These are cream blushes, powder blushes, and then some eyeshadows. All very nice. There's actually some peachy shades here, and you can use these blushes as peach shades as well. So I actually used this one as an eyeshadow once. I tried to dupe the Sweet Peach palette with this, and I got some pretty similar looks. So if you have one, not the other, you probably don't need both. Then I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. This is gorgeous. And again, all mattes, staple. You've got cool, warm, neutrals, anything that you could kind of want is all in here. And yeah, I love it. I'm not sorry I have it. And then my Meet Matrimony palette. I got this at Kohl's, I think, during a sale. The pans on this are massive. There's another one that's like this size that's a lot more cool. This one is a lot warmer, and I do like it, but I don't gravitate towards it. This will probably end up in a one palette as well, because I need to start using it. They are all matte, like I said, but I enjoy it. Is that everything? That is everything. Guys, look at that. All right, so I am decluttering one high-end palette, and I actually decided to declutter one of the drugstore palettes as well. I'm gonna get rid of this one. So I believe that takes me down to 8 drugstore palettes, because this one I realized I'm just not reaching for. It's the same kind of purple shades as this, and I just don't need it. I have some purples from Makeup Geek and other companies that I just don't need to keep around too, that I'm not reaching for. So I'm gonna get rid of 2 palettes, 1 drugstore, 1 high-end, and then let me cut out my high-end palettes really quickly. 12 high-end palettes. 12 high-end, 8 drugstore makes 20 palettes in total for eyeshadow. That's a lot of eyeshadow, guys, because that's not even all my singles. I have a lot of singles, which will be a completely other video. However, that's what I have. So I love when people do like makeup collection videos and they have like 3 palettes. Oh, I'm so bad. But I definitely don't need to buy for like forever. So that makes me happy too. I can just use these up and I don't have to buy for a very long time. And I'm just going to see how I do with my 1 palette 1 month, so I can try to get some use out of these, decide which ones work, which ones don't. Maybe I can get rid of some other ones as I go. But that is that for this video. I hope you've liked seeing my eyeshadow palettes. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.